Hello, welcome to my review of the Tumi Alpha Bravo Beale Crossbody bag. This has been my most carried bag for the last 5 years. If I just need to pick up a bag and run around town, I'm getting on a plane, something like that, this is typically the bag that's going with me. Let's take a quick look at the outside of the bag. So on the outside, you have a magnetic closure flap. And then you have a zipper compartment right on the front of the flap, roomy enough for a few little things, wallet, boarding passes, those types of things. You have another pocket on the inside here, which opens up to store small items, and then you have the large inner pocket. On the back of the bag, you have a unsecured pocket that you can stick little paperwork or something else in, but just be aware it may fall out. In addition, there's an expansion compartment that I'll show you in just a minute that can be expanded to carry things that are laptop size, which is the main reason why this is a bag that I carry anytime I'm looking to just go around town, or I want to board a plane and I want to be able to just carry my things with me. So it has an integrated strap. You can't remove it. It also comes with a luggage tag, which can be embossed with your initials if you order it direct from Tumi. The embossing was free whenever I got it. It always has been. It may still be. And then it also has a tag on a label on the front where you can also have your initials embossed. So this is the bag itself from the outside. Inside, you have a fairly roomy compartment that has another inside pocket here. The inside pocket is relatively deep. It probably extends all the way down to most of the way down through the primary compartment. And then you can basically cram a lot of stuff into this bag. So let's take a quick look for a moment. So this bag here is loaded up. It's 9.5 inches by 6.5 inches by 2.5 inches. I can just fit this entire thing in this bag. And I kind of prefer to be able to show you these bags kind of loaded up with stuff so that you can see it for perspective. Let's take a quick look at the back of the bag, and we'll unzip it and expand it. And then I'll show you one of the cooler features about it is that it expands quite a bit. So at this size, you can basically fit a full-size iPad or a laptop up to, say, 14 inches pretty easy. This is a 13.3-inch MacBook. Goes right inside. You can see that it'll fit, and there's still plenty of room to fit other stuff if I were to choose to put it into the bag. So the bag can store quite a bit. So let's talk about the yays, the nays, the no goods, and the excellent of this particular bag. So for me, the yay is that the inner pocket has this two sizes. It has a size where if I'm just running around town, I can throw a few things in it. And then if I need to carry things, other than what'll fit into my jacket, I've got room. Also, if I'm going to work, or I'm getting on a plane or doing something else where I need to be able to carry more stuff like a laptop or a portable gaming system or a tablet and chargers and all of that stuff, there's plenty of room to do it. It also fits underneath the seat in front of me on an airplane, and I still have room for my feet, which is something that I really value. So whenever I look at this bag, it still looks almost new after hundreds of uses over the last 5 years. I have carried this bag all over the United States, and it still looks great. It's still in wonderful condition. There's, none of the stitching is coming free. It's just lasted really well. And one of the most common wear items for me tends to be the straps, because sometimes with jackets and things, I'll end up with little Velcro pieces and stuff that'll catch these straps and tear them up. This strap still looks almost new. In addition, you can also do things like attach carabiners to this strap, as an example, so that then you can latch a water bottle to the strap itself and carry a water bottle or, say, a neck pillow or something else with this bag. I typically leave a carabiner attached to this bag, but for noise purposes, I won't leave it on for the while we're going through this review. My nays on this bag is that it doesn't have enough separate pockets. So whenever we look, we have this pocket up here, which will fit things like, say I grab a wallet. It'll fit a wallet, it'll fit a boarding pass, it'll fit, Tic Tacs or whatever you're carrying, but it's not a huge pocket. And then whenever we open up the bag, you have this inside pocket, which is also okay and a little deep and it'll fit a fair number of things, but there's not a lot of isolation. You have this pin sleeve here where you can fit a pin, and then you have this little pocket, and then you have this zippered compartment here. You also have a little keychain loop right here where you can attach things like keys and key rings. So, but this isn't a huge amount of storage. If we unload the bag and then we take a look at the inside, give me just a second. You can see that there is this additional pocket that's fairly deep, but this particular pocket is it's kind of in there, and you kind of need to load it and get it loaded before you put the bigger stuff into the bag. If you leave this pocket unzipped whenever you start loading the rest of the bag, it'll tend to grab this, and in many cases you'll have stuff going into that pocket. The other kind of nay is that it doesn't have any integrated water storage. I guess I don't really expect that, but I carry either a water bottle or something with me almost everywhere. And it would be nice to have some sort of water storage. As on a normal basis, I can usually just throw my water bottle inside. You just have to be aware that if the water is really cold or the bottle of soda or whatever is really cold, you may get some condensation inside of the bag. That has never been a problem for me. I've had condensation get inside of the bag before. It's been a non-issue. It evaporates right off. Well, unless you're in an area where evaporation doesn't happen very easily. So sometimes the strap gets twisted. So this strap is perfectly fine and will never turn. But whenever I put the messenger bag over the top of my body and I've got it over my shoulder, sometimes what happens is it's kind of twisted around and it's kind of a pain to adjust. I really wish it kind of had some swivels to deal with that. But at the same time, I know that this is a much more elegant look to have it, to have the strap just kind of extend all the way through. The other thing is that this little ID holder is not full business card size. I know they probably sized it for the bag, but it would have been nice if I could fit a full-size business card into the thing. As it is, what I do is I tend to cut my contact information out of a business card and then slip it into the top of the little carrier, which you can do right here. What's the no good about this bag from my perspective? The no good is that I wish I had a zipper closure here. The magnets have been fine. There's a reason why this is my most carried bag whenever I need a bag, is because the magnets, which are hidden right here, and there's a accompanying magnet right here, keep it plenty closed. But once you get this bag really, really loaded, sometimes this flap tends to kind of fall open. And like on a plane, whenever I'm carrying a bunch of junk, that's sometimes what happens. I really wish I had a way to really secure this compartment closed. That's about it. The excellent things. This bag looks new. This bag this month is almost exactly 5 years old, and it still looks new. This leather down here still looks great. All of the fabric still looks awesome. The strap is in great condition, but this thing has miles on it, a lot of miles on it. It's really, really held up well. I'm very impressed with that. The expansion is the perfect size for me. I used to carry backpacks and all this stuff, and I still do from time to time. My wife would tell you that I have a bag problem. I probably have 4 or 5 variants of this very bag in either smaller versions or bigger versions that I bought, even though this is the most common one I use. But this is the perfect size for around town. If I need to go into the office or I'm doing something else, or say we're going to Thanksgiving and I know it's going to be a late night, what I end up doing is I'll just cram this bag full of, my batteries, my chargers, my cables, anything I need, my water, all of that stuff. And I'll just take it right along with me. And then I've got something that's not a full-size backpack, but still gives me the ability to carry the stuff I would want for an around town trip in a full-size backpack. So that's really great. I really enjoy that. Another thing is that the zippers never ever snag on this bag. I've never had them snag. I've never had a problem with them. You can see the metal construction here. Often on other bags, I'll have the zipper connectors kind of bend and then you'll lose your zipper pull, things like that. I've never had that be a problem on any of these bags, and I don't ever expect it to be. It feels like a quality bag. The zippers are quality, even though they are, of course, branded Tumi rather than being branded YKK or another one of the major zipper manufacturers. They're good zippers. They're quality zippers. I count on them and they work great. So would I recommend this bag? Yes, I would recommend this bag. It isn't perfect, but it's really nice. I've replaced backpacks and other larger slings with this bag largely because I just don't need those larger bags whenever I have the ability to carry a laptop or a tablet and chargers and other little tidbits, bits and bobs around the city, and on trips in many cases. The free embossing is a really great little feature if you order it online. I kind of like that. I like having my initials on things, but that's a personal preference thing. So yeah, I'd recommend this bag. I think it served me extremely well. I know this particular bag is no longer manufactured, but there's newer versions of this. Just look for similar bags online. And I think at least at this minute, many of their Alpha series bags look very similar to this, and I am sure are just kind of evolutions of this bag. What would I like to see in the next version of this bag? It would be really nice to have a detachable strap and swivels. I know that may not look as elegant, but that would be a really nice feature to have for me. The zipper on the main compartment would be a nice addition that I would like to see for my next bag. And then on top of it, more separate pockets. Right now, I tend to carry an organizer with me to organize all of my stuff inside of the bag, like charging cables and kind of battery packs and all that stuff. I tend to carry something like this or something a little bit smaller in most cases. But at the same time, it would be nice to just have more isolated storage within the bag. And as a matter of fact, they could even put like a water compartment on one side and isolate it within the bag and make it something you could remove or fold in. And then you could have both your bottle storage and all of your stuff still inside of the bag. I think the laptop would still fit fine as long as they didn't fit it for, say, a 32 ounce bottle or something. If it was just sized for like a 16 or 20 ounce bottle. I think that's the majority of what I'd like to see out of this bag. It's been a great bag. It served me well. I still watch for sales on Tumi's site, even though I haven't ordered anything in years because I just haven't had a need. The bags I have from them have served me really well, and all of them have held up great. So I haven't ordered any more because I just don't need them. At the same time, if I lost one of these bags or I needed to replace it, I would be going right back and searching again, because for a kind of more professional environment, these are great. I wouldn't use it hiking or anything, but that's not its purpose. It's great as an around town or kind of on the plane bag. If you have any questions, be sure to post a comment. Please like this video, and I appreciate you watching it today. Thanks.